Hello guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today I'm going to be answering the question, what is Warhammer 40K? I've gotten a dozen of DMs like, hey, Warhammer 40K seems awesome, but it's so big, where do I start? I normally refer people to Astartes or a lore channel like Major Kill or Luton or Cullivar or something like that, but the truth is that even starting with these works can be overwhelming. So let's try to answer the question, what is 40K? 40K is a universe mixing the very best science fiction and fantasy into a single continuous world that expresses itself in a half a dozen mediums. For the universe it mixes, it takes Lord of the Rings, let's take Lord of the Rings, filled with elves, orcs, and other hostile races. Throw it 38,000 years into the future, make the battleground the entire galaxy, chronologically take our planet, put it through the Destiny video game colonial stage, put it through the Terminator Doomsday, have it survive a Mad Max phase, then create an army of Banes from Batman to conquer the planet, turn the planet into an irradiated Coruscant from Star Wars, then have the army of and then slaughter the army of Banes in order to create a cooler version of Master Chief, and then start conquering the universe in the name of atheism. But wait, there's more. Then it turns out that in order to go through hyperspace, you're actually going to be like in Event Horizon, where you travel through hell, where hell is hyperspace. And then demons corrupt half of mankind and plunge all of humanity into a millennia-long perpetual war against space elves, dark space elves, space orcs, starship troopers bugs, a race of alien terminators, Gundam aliens, and humans and Master Chiefs corrupted by demons. Does that sound pretty cool? Because if that wasn't cool enough, humanity has their own army of Master Chiefs, World War I and World War II mass infantry armies armed with laser rifles, modern artillery, and flyers from Star Wars and Avatar. There's sexy nuns with guns that are a part of, one of the armies that you can pick, Star Wars and Battletech walking machines maintained by post-human cyborg kleptomaniacs, and the society is policed by judges from Judge Dredd. So let's take a breath for a second. I understand that that's a schizophrenic amount of information, but there's more, and I actually want to revisit exactly what I just said at the end of the video. If you wanted to explore this expansive universe, then there's a variety of ways to do it. The foundation of Warhammer 40K is the tabletop game, but there's excellent videos, better books, great video games, and skirmish game offshoots. So when you ask me where to start, it kind of depends on what you're interested in. If you want to build and paint cool models, just go to the Games Workshop and Forge World website, buy some cool models and paint, and start painting. If you want to do it yourself, watch the Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy tutorials. He really is the master. And if you have a good chunk of money, or if you're just going to mess it up, use a painting studio like the channel sponsor, Mastermind Models and Miniatures. If you want to play a game of chess with 100 rules instead of a dozen with your beautifully painted miniatures and create a cinematic experience within your own mind, build an army, find your local game store, and start throwing some dice. Also, watch Winter's SEO, who is far and away the best and most narrative and entertaining battle report channel on YouTube. If you want some movies to get into the universe, watch Astartes first, Astartes, A-S-T-A-R-T-E-S, my breakdown of Astartes second, then all of the Sodas fan films, the Absolutely Nothing SFM film, and finally Warhammer TV. Warhammer TV is Games Workshop streaming service, which is about $5.99 a month, which has some mixed quality but decent work. And if you're in a non-service country, get a VPN before participating. If you want to read some books or listen to good audiobooks, anything by Dan Abnett is excellent. And there's some other talent in the Warhammer 40K universe as well, but Dan Abnett just happens to be my favorite. I've been told that the Eisenhorn series is excellent in particular as a starter series because it follows an Imperial Secret Service agent as he makes his career fighting the varied threats to humanity. Dan Abnett also penned Gaunt's Ghosts, which is an amazing emotional war series that just happens to be set in the 40K universe. Finally, the Horus Heresy series is the beginning of the Civil War that casts the universe into perpetual conflict, and it sets up many of the characters and events that are considered canon and current within the current narrative. The books are available in print, and they're also available in audio format on audible.com. For video games, I strongly recommend the third-person shooter Space Marine, the real-time strategy games Dawn of War, the upcoming Dark Tide, and Space Marine 2. And it's confirmed that StarCraft was originally supposed to be a Warhammer 40K game, but they weren't able to secure the license, and it's unconfirmed, but rumored in Space Marine 2 promotional material, that Doom was inspired by Warhammer 40K as well. Finally, like as if this wasn't enough ways to entertain yourself, there are skirmish game offshoots like Kill Team and Necromunda. Necromunda being gang warfare and Kill Team being a skirmish game set in the 40K universe, so you can use 40K units for that. And, you know, if you want to spend a little bit less money but still get into the universe, that's a great way to do it. Of course, all of this seems daunting. So pull the thread, scroll on the Games Workshop website, listen to some lore channels like Major Killer Cullivar, read some Wikipedias, and then if you have an itch, start scratching it. I feel like this is a relatively short and punchy summary of this universe, but I want to do to close it out is not just tell you what the universe is about, but show you by re-summarizing, but this time posting art from the universe itself. Ready? Let's go. For this universe, it takes Lord of the Rings filled with elves, orcs, and other hostile races, throw it 38,000 years into the future, and make the battleground the entire galaxy. Chronologically, take our planet, put it through the Destiny video game colonial stage, put it through the Terminator Doomsday, and then have it survive a Mad Max phase. Then, create an army of Banes from Batman to conquer the planet, turn the planet into an irradiated Coruscant, and then slaughter the army of Banes in order to create a cooler version of Master Chief and start conquering the universe in the name of atheism. But then it turns out that you have to travel through hyperspace like the movie Event Horizon, where hyperspace is actually hell, and then demons corrupt half of mankind and plunge all of humanity into a millennia's-long perpetual war against space elves, dark space elves, space orcs, Starship Troopers bugs, a race of alien Terminators that are Egyptian-themed, Gundam aliens, and humans and Master Chiefs corrupted by demons. If that wasn't cool enough, humanity has their own army of Master Chiefs, World War I and World War II mass infantry armies armed with laser rifles, modern artillery, flyers from Star Wars and Avatar, sexy nuns with guns, Star Wars and Battletech walking machines maintained by post-human cyborg kleptomaniacs, and the society is policed by judges from Dredd. Welcome aboard.